Good morning. It is pitch black. We're up before the birds, and this only means one thing.
We're getting the worms. No, we're not.
Going to Kangaroo Island.
So we're at the Sea Link right now. It's bloody 5:45 in the morning, and yeah, we're about to load her up, and we're going to show you how to load her up, and also everything that you can do on the island. Hopefully the weather turns it on for us. We're going to be fishing, surfing, doing all sorts over there. So trying to show you guys Kangaroo Island like you've never seen it before. So let's get into it.
I'm Keelan, and this is Sarah. We have been fishing, surfing, full driving our way around Australia for the past year now. Meet Percy and Keith Urban, our trusty steeds. Subscribe to join our adventure.
So I've just backed the van onto the ramp here. Just waiting for this caravan in front of us to get loaded up. But pretty daunting. I can reverse, and yeah, I was definitely a bit nervous for that one, but we're on now, and I'll go off and meet Sarah up on the bridge.
You are eating and drinking, you must be sitting down whilst you're doing these things. So Barb, come through, sit back and relax and enjoy your journey.
So we've just got onto the ferry here, and safe to say it's pretty choppy today. We got ourselves a cuppa, and we're watching 6-footers roll through out the window here. It's pretty fun, but yeah, I'm feeling a bit queasy already. I'm not a seaman at all, I don't think.
We're 5 minutes in.
Ahoy me hearties, watch how Sarah walks the plank in a very straight line. The only comfort I've found is blending in with another crowd. When things go wrong, we'll pass the blame around.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers.
'Cause I can't lie awake for someone else to say. Yeah, come on.
So we're here at Nepean Bay. Don't know if I'm saying it right, as always. It's actually Crown Land, so it's a 21-day free camp. And look at that spot, right in front of the water. Doesn't get much better. We've got just fanning it here with us, Derek and Sue and Sophie. So it should be a pretty good week.
So we've just set up camp, and the wind's just backed off a little bit, which is good. The forecast isn't looking the best. If you can hear a really nice V8 in the background there, it's because Derek's currently reversing his boat up and we're going fishing. So we're gonna go try catch some squid. Derek's got a little rooftopper here, and it's a sick setup. We should have this off and in the water in about 20 minutes flat, and hopefully be out there catching a few tubes for dinner. So can't wait to do that. And if hopefully I'm not the curse, because the last 3 times we've gone squidding I haven't caught a bloody thing, and I have invested heavily into my jigs. I've got a $30 white fluffy, and if I don't catch a squid on it today, it's going in the bloody bin. What do you reckon, Derek?
Yeah, I agree, mate. You've been struggling a bit with the old squid, I've seen.
Mate. Derek reckons brown's the go, but I don't know about that. I reckon white fluffies, the guys at Point Turton, they're the absolute kings at squid. So I'm going to listen to them, give it a bit of faith, and hopefully today we catch a few. So let's get this thing in the water and get the bloody show on the road.
It's a big one!
I got a big one too! Get it in the boat!
You right?
Yeah!
Oh, that one looks like a killer too.
Yeah, I'm just holding him there. I reckon there might be one behind it there.
Oh, Sorry, swearing.
Alright, Derek's put us on the spot here. This is the most action I've had in a long time, and I'm not talking about my life. I'm talking about my squid life. Check this bugger.
Was that your first cast too?
Nah,
Oh,
second.
second cast.
I've only just got him here, Derek.
Alright, mate. Oh, he's a good size, mate. Look at that. Oh, he's a good size.
Oh, I got your boat.
Don't worry about the boat, mate. Get him in. How good is that?
That's a good squid. Thank you, Derek.
Woo!
That's dinner.
Woo! Small one, but it'll do. It'll do.
Tell you what, Derek
One in the bag.
has put us on the spot here. It's been an absolute treat so far. More action than I've got for a long time, and I apologise before. I might have got a bit too excited.
Oh, look at this! It's a big one!
I know we're just catching squid, but
I'm glad you're getting some squid, man.
yeah, it's been epic, eh? Anyway, you probably can't even hear us because the wind is howling. It's probably
Howling.
What do you reckon? Good 30 knots?
Yeah, 30 mile wind. The old Stace is holding up well,
Mate, it is rocking and rolling, and not in a good way. So yeah,
I don't know what it's going to be like going back to the van, but we'll cross that bridge when we have to cross it.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be very wet trip home. I don't know if you guys are picking up on this. This rock is out of control. Oh,
Yeah!
trail on him. This is good fun. I thought this jig was a dead dud jig, but it's actually decent, eh?
That's Keelan second.
It's not a massive one.
Nah, they're not as big as they were the other day. No, that's alright. I mean, you need a few of those to feed a tape. Shall we?
How do you not get an ink day? I still don't understand.
Mate, you've been inked.
Oh,
Oh!
jig works.
Mate, you've been inked. I'm saying your hat, you've been inked. Oh!
Oh. Mate, look at that.
Mate, show them the conditions of.
It is howling.
But we're committed to catching some
It is
squid.
howling. Yeah, we did. Boy, you bloody hell. Bloody hell. Look at the size of this thing. Holy shit. That is a good size
So, Keelan got one, dropped one, and I reckon, I don't know, but I think it'll be the same one.
Yeah, I reckon it's I dropped it back.
Oh, he's a stonker, mate.
And Bob's your auntie's dog.
Yeah!
Absolute stonker. Here we go, I'm gonna get inked here, folks. Oh no, I'm looking right down the barrel here.
Don't drop him, you gotta walk the plank, mate. Oh, look at the size of him.
Oh.
Yeah!
Tell you what, this is how you make the most out of your day.
I think we're at the worst of it, eh?
Yeah, check this out. 10 odd squid.
Oh, yum.
How good does that look?
Good job.
So good.
Good stonkers in there too.
Who caught the most?
Oh,
It was probably an even game, eh? The white
Yeah.
fluffy actually provided. Seriously,
First time.
that jig hasn't caught any fish ever. So that was good, mate.
I think
Cheers.
it's good. No worries, bro.
Sorry, I didn't.
It was.
Water coming up to this here,
Really?
Sarah. Yeah, it was pretty rough out there. No one's going to believe us looking out there now. It looks beautiful. So obviously I caught this one because it's the biggest and it's an absolute donkey. Look at the size of it.
Look at his eyeballs.
You almost bloody throw a saddle on that one and bloody ride it into the sunset. It's that big. So this one's going to taste pretty good on the barbie, I reckon.
Honestly, I've got, mate.
Man, this will,
No.
that'll feed us for like 6 years.
Well, that's it.
So this morning I've been rudely awoken. I was having a beautiful sleep and then I hear Sarah, Derek's gonna let us borrow the boat. So I'm on a boat now, and look who the skipper is.
Howdy.
Far out, God help me. Technically I'm the skipper.
Yeah, Sarah's got a skipper's ticket, I don't, so
I'm more qualified.
Anyway, let's try not to capsize this vessel. I'm a pretty sturdy captain, like I've endured some pretty rough seas. One
The
being
boat
on
is
ferry
definitely
yesterday.
like this.
But anyway, we're gonna get out there, we're gonna catch Sarah a few squid hopefully. She hasn't caught much because I haven't been putting her on the squid, so let's get out there and see if we can't get something. Sarah's on to her first squid.
But how do I get it on the boat without it?
Oh. Woohoo, one in the bag. Woohoo, we're on today. Squid everywhere. You don't even have to be a good fisherman to catch it, mate.
Hey, what are you trying to say? Here he comes, little squiddy. Let me see what's going, bro.
Woo! Another one. Tell you what, I think Sarah's going to outfish me a lot on this lap of Australia because it's happened about 3 times out of the last 4. Anyway, she's got another squid here, folks.
Really exciting.
Don't know if it's a big one, but we'll see. It's not a bad way to spend a morning anyway. It's pretty pleasant out here, but we've got a big weather system coming from out this way, so we might not be out here too long. Here we go.
Hey, Kangaroo Islands. I'm not sure if you've heard, but we're actually here for a 10-day holiday, so if the sun would come out, that'd be nice.
So the Palubi crew's back together. Derek's been an absolute muppet. He got bogged right here in Waltz's bees mob with the Y62 and just walks it in, no troubles at all. But only issue is they've taken up our view now, so we got no view. Thanks, idiots. Oh, is anyone spotting Mark? The driftwoods are here as well. They're cruising in. Might have to hook it hard now. Swing it.
That's it, go straight.
Yoo! It's a Prado, mate.
It's the odor, mate.
It's a real man's Land Cruiser.
Now we just get you leveled.
Instagram, hashtag, pack it like Palubi.
So we found a crab pot at the campsite we're staying at, and with the squid heads we caught this morning, I already have dropped the pot out the back there, and then we're gonna nick Danny and Emma's kayak and we're gonna head out and check the pot in a minute, and hopefully we get some crabs. So pretty much squid and crabs for dinner. Sarah's doing some Chinese laundry just here with the buckets out. Ever wondered how we do it on the road when we're off grid? That's how we do it, just a couple buckets and hang her up. She's good as gold. So anyway, go check the pots now. Hopefully we get one. Lift him up. Big female. Oh no, we lost an oar. So we didn't think this through. We've literally lost our paddle and we're up shit creek. I don't know if you can see it. And then we just stole Danny and Emma's kayak from Lifestyle Lap and we've ripped out to check our crab pot, and boom, look at the size of this bugger. It's an absolute beast. Big female.
What are you going to do with it though? We didn't bring a bucket.
I know, we didn't. What did we bring?
We didn't bring a bucket.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
There's a crab there, there's a crab!
We got the paddle. That is so funny. I thought I was playing a hell silly smart bugger game, bloody scaring Sarah with the crab, boy who cried wolf, and bloody hell, we flipped the kayak. We were almost crab food ourselves for a second there. Here's our bloody paddle that went down the creek. can't paddle because I got this crab in my hand, Sarah.
So Keelan's gone out on the kayak and he's having a little bit of trouble getting back in, so the boys are going to go save him.
I was just out checking the crab pot and the wind kicked up a lot, so I found myself up the creek again, and next thing I know it, I'm going out to sea. I can't even turn the kayak around, and bloody hell, these guys have come and saved me. They're about to rip the kayak around. Just vanning it and Mark to the rescue, eh? So funny. Ondele, ondele! Got a few crabs though. Out the back though, I like picked the pot up, put it in here, and then I just felt myself just going, eh? Like the wind just, as soon as this thing goes sideways, it's like a sail. And then trying to turn the thing to go forwards is, you got to do 2 front ones and then 2 back paddles, and then just give it to her, eh? Because you won't turn it and you'll end up on the other side of the island, eh?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Move the seat to the middle.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, eh? I just got it and I probably could have got in, but these guys make it a lot easier.
Yeah, and then puts the weight in the middle and it doesn't turn around as much.
Yeah.
That's a good feed though.
Oh, I just got 2, man.
Yeah, he was almost.
Far out. How good was it? Keelan getting stuck out on the kayak. We were sitting down on the beach and I was watching him, and the kayak was literally like this. He's at the back and the front's just up and he's just going around in circles, and I was like, is he alright? Like, is he just checking the pot again? I was like, nah, he'll be right. And then he was just out there for so long. I said to Derek, should someone go help him? Like, how long should we leave him out there for?
I was actually fine out there, but it did take me a long time to turn that bugger around.
It was not fine.
Nah, but I got in past the weed line. But yeah, I definitely needed rescuing. I was buggered, eh? That wind is so strong.
Oh, it was so funny.
And it's nice and protected here, but once you get out, it's just next level strong. So everyone's probably thinking I'm such a sook, but it was pretty crazy, eh?
Oh, it was so good.
Anyway, we're just having a few beers around down there near Derek's van, and yeah, it's such a nice spot, this one. You definitely have to come here if you go to Kangaroo Island. 1, you're going to save money. 2, you're camping on the beach, and 3, there's no one else around, so it's absolutely next level. Tonight we're having spaghetti bog. We're not going to eat the crabs and squid, but I'll show you what we're doing with them. So we're chucking them on ice. This is the most humane way of killing them. So straight out of the ocean, same as marron. You just chuck them in the freezer, get them cooled down, and yeah, tomorrow night they're going to be absolutely delicious. They do reckon crabs are better when they've been on ice for a little while. Yeah, it's been such a good day, guys, and I hope you guys have been laughing just as much as we are. We're having a great time in Kangaroo Island, and I bloody told you we're going to show you what you haven't seen before at Kangaroo Island. Everyone just normally travels around. No one does the boating stuff and fishing and surfing, so we haven't done much exploring yet, so I promise you tomorrow we're going to be doing a bit of exploring. We might even go to a brewery, taste some local beers. So anyway, we're going to enjoy the night. Hopefully the wind backs off. Hanging out with a great bunch of people, absolute legends here. So we'll hopefully have a good night, and we'll see you in the morning for maybe a bit of exploring. We'll see what the weather has to bring for us.
I can't have some water.
Oh, look at it. It's Jeff. Guys, good morning. We've come down the road. It's a very windy day today, so we're making the most of it with our mates Danny and Emma from Lifestyle Lap. And as you guys know, it's quite expensive to come to Kangaroo Island, so we're broke. So we've actually found Sarah a new job. She's going to have to work for a few days a week just to get the money coming in. But she's got a job at the Wasanga school, so let's go check it out. See you, Sarah. I'll pick you up later today. Wow, this is sick. Don't mind my feet.
Backseat bandit.
So back when Danny was in school, he used to cop this thing around the arse.
Yeah.
Should have been a bloody doctor, eh? Pretty cool seeing the old cane and stuff. I was just talking to Danny. He reckons when they got rid of the cane, it didn't stop them from throwing dusters at kids' heads and cracking them around the head with a ruler and stuff. So definitely Sarah hasn't had to give any kids the cane, I hope. Have you, Sarah?
I wish.
Cut! Yeah, I wish I was a fly on the wall back in the day here. It would have been cool. But it's like it's trying to tell you a story when you're in here, like all the photos and stuff. Like if you look at it, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool thing to come see on Kangaroo Island.
If you get your hair done at a barber.
Let it grow.
Every teacher should lay aside from each pay a goodly sum of his earnings for his benefit during his declining years so that he will not become a burden on society.
AKA Dole Bludger.
And women who marry or engage in unseemly conduct will be dismissed. Couldn't get married as a teacher.
That's insane. You're off the hook. So we've just come into the local brewery here to taste some of the local treats. It's a bit of a gloomy day, so we thought we'd capitalise. So I'm into my beers and I've got a pretty sophisticated palate. So it's going to be good tasting these beers. Hopefully they got one we like. Derek and Sue are coming down from just fanning it too. So let's go in and try some beers.
Changed.
Sophie's a little bit obsessed with Sarah. She likes to wear matching outfits.
So we've just got in here, trying an Indian Pale Ale at the moment. It's going down that well. It's actually pretty dangerous how well it's going down. It's an absolute treat. Look at the size of mine compared to yours.
Hang on, I might need another taste. I mean, it's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie to you. The amber ale, particularly good. I'm just not sure whether I could have like 8 litres of it, which is my average. I also do really like the extra pale lager. So
If you were to suggest one for someone coming to Kangaroo Island to try?
I think I'd try the amber ale because it's quite different. It's a lovely coloured beer with caramel notes and depth. Made to be a bridge between the pale and the IPA, has woody attributes, and this is probably why I like it, a solid body at 5%.
How's your pizza, Derek?
To find pizza. That's good, and find it on an island outside Kingscote. Is that where we are?
Kingscote, outside Kingscote.
Honestly, that is good.
So we've had another fantastic day here on Kangaroo Island. Yesterday you guys did see us catch some very local produce out the back here, the ocean. So we caught a couple squid and we also caught some blue swimmer crabs. You can actually get these blue swimmers pretty much the whole south coast. So we're going to be doing a bit of a catch and cook this afternoon. I'm going to show you how to cook the blue swimmer crabs. And you guys have seen us cook squid before, so that's nothing new there. Full disclaimer, if you've come for a masterclass, this is definitely not the video. Maybe click out and go find someone else, but I'm going to give it a crack. Haven't cooked blue swimmer crabs much, and we do have a very small pot. So I've had them on ice all night, and let's go check them out. So we caught these blue swimmers yesterday, and I'm going to explain the difference between a male and a female. So we did catch a female first, and you can tell the difference right here. They're a lot browner on the top. The males have a lot bluer and longer claws, if you can see right there. It's actually like almost double the size. The females too have quite a girth to them, and for females you've got to check if they've got eggs. So never take one with eggs. They breed certain types of the year, and last video we showed you at Barker's Rocks a few weeks ago, I did film 2 crabs mating, so it is the time of the year, so make sure you do pull that bottom flap up and check they don't have eggs, because you could be destroying a lot of crabs. Some states you're not even allowed to take the females, but in South Australia we're all good. 3 is probably enough to feed me and Sarah. Let's go get them in the pot and I'll show you how to cook them. Blue swimmer crabs, the trick to them is the same as squid, so get your pot nice and hot, fill it up with water if you're going to boil them. There is different ways to cook them, but this is definitely the most simple. Definitely go get yourself some salt water too. They come out of the salt water, and if you cook them in the salt water as well, they taste a lot better. And ideally you'd have a bucket of ice next to, so once they're finished cooked you just throw them straight in the ice. Something about it just makes the meat taste better. We are in the bush, we're on Kangaroo Island at a free camp, so we don't have a bucket of ice handy, so we're just going to take these straight out of the pot, chuck them on the plate. Also, one thing about cooking them in salt water too is because the salt content in the water, it makes the boiling point a lot hotter before it actually boils. So that's one tip I'll give you. Make sure your pot is boiled for about 2 or 3 minutes before you drop these in. It's reached its maximum temperature, so not going to fluff about too much more. There's no real way of doing this, but just drop them in. Definitely recommend having a pot a lot bigger than this one. So I might have to dislocate a few arms here to get them in. These crabs are dead, they've been in the freezer. And if you can, bang the lid on. It depends on how big they are, same as cooking things like marron. Most shellfish, I normally cook them for about, I'll give these guys about 10 minutes max. So I've got a timer on there. It's always good to chuck a timer on so you don't get distracted like I do. I've got a bit of a goldfish brain. So anyway, while that cooks, Sarah's preparing the side. We've also got some squid here, so while that's in the pot, I'm gonna whip up some of our signature honey soy garlic chili, but without the honey because we are on Kangaroo Island and you aren't allowed honey on the island from the mainland. So I'm gonna bang some stuff in here. You guys are new to the channel, I don't use measuring cups or anything like that. That's what I mean. If you want a masterclass, maybe go elsewhere. About that much garlic. Everyone loves a bit of garlic, maybe a bit more than that actually. Just bang it in. Soy sauce, doesn't matter what you get. We always try to get the cheapest stuff at Coles. Save a bit of coin. It's got some weird bloody contraption here to help open it. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks. I'm just gonna ream a hole in the top there. Still, that's not coming out. Cut.
2 hours later.
You're better off going a little bit more soy than usual. Derek's just watching me here. Derek from Just Vanning It. Of course you come over.
Cooking show, mate.
Bit of a cooking show. I told them though if they want a masterclass they should go elsewhere. Oh. And we'll bang in the chili as well. This stuff we love, but oh, that's a lot. Do you see that, Derek? And then you just slice up your tubes, or if you got tentacles, just leave them whole like we do. We'll throw this in here and then we'll give her a good shake. Marinate it. Ideally, in a perfect world, you'd have this marinating all day or for a couple days even in the fridge. It'd probably taste a lot better, but hey, we're in Kangaroo Island, we're not doing anything perfect over here. So while the crab's cooking there, I'm gonna marinate these, give her a bit of a flip and a flop in here. So I guess now's a pretty good time to talk about price. Kangaroo Island isn't cheap. I think it's costing us about 800 bucks just to get over here. I think it's $98 per person return, and then your car's about 200 and the van was about 200 as well. They do it a bit of a funny way, so it's a bit of a standard rate if you take a trailer over here, but every 100 mil it's over 4.5 meters or something like that, they charge you $2. So for us, we're dragging, you know, a 7 meter van over. Someone like Danny and Emma from Lifestyle Lap, they've got a 22 footer. It actually doesn't cost them too much more. Which is good for the family vans, people with bunks and a lot of kids. It's actually quite affordable, more affordable than couples and stuff towing, so which is good. And you got to book all that through the SeaLink website, which they're absolute legends there. And there's so many tours and things you can do on the island that you probably wouldn't have found out otherwise if you don't speak to them. So highly recommend doing your research, giving SeaLink a call and jumping on their website. Make sure you got it dialed what you're going to do on the island before you get over here. So anyway, I reckon the squid are just about marinated now. Like I said though, I won't chuck them in the pan because you want to cook these last. This is the last thing to go on the plate. You never want overcooked squid, it just goes so chewy. Anyway, it sounds like a bit of a masterclass here. I swear that I'm not an expert. So the crab's all done, now time to get the squid on. Apologies for the wind, it's just kicking up right now. Woo. How good's this? Catching food straight out of the ocean, cooking her up and putting her on a plate. It doesn't get much better than this.
Hey mate, you gonna share that crab?
Sure thing. No, Sue, it's so good. Oh wow. It's chili, honey, Sue, it's chili.
Thanks so much for watching this episode, guys. Check out this video on the most beautiful place in Australia, and we're sure you haven't heard of this one.
You.